Now let's try and solve one more situation. Now here you are given 4 set of points. That means you are actually fitting a cubic polynomial using Lagrange interpolation. Now if I call this x naught, and then the corresponding f of x value is y naught, and here you have x1, x2 and x3, and divided by y1, y2 and y3. What we are supposed to do, first we actually get a formula for y in terms of x0, x1, x2, x3 and x, the variable, which is going to be a cubic polynomial. You can see here the standard formula. And once we get the cubic polynomial, what you can do is you can substitute x equal to 5. Now, one of the things I would like to recommend when you are in a typical examination situation, do not try to arrive at the cubic equation, because unnecessarily that would burden you. It would be a lot of effort. Instead, you retain your final answer in the same structure as the standard formula that is given to you, and just replace their x by 5 or whatever value that you are supposed to find, and then go on pressing the buttons of a calculator and you will be home. Otherwise, you will have to expedite serious amount of effort in order to get the cubic equation and then further carry out the simplification. Now let's see what exactly we get for this set of values. For the first term, the denominator is going to be constituted by x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2, x0 minus x3, because the first term pertains to the x0. And then that's going to be multiplied by y0. And in the numerator, what you are going to have is x minus except x0, x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3. That's what you are getting here. What about the next term? The denominator, again, since it pertains to x1, is going to be x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2, x1 minus x3, and multiplied by the corresponding y, which is 9, of course. And as far as the numerator is concerned, it is simply x minus except x1, x minus x1, x0, x minus x2, x minus x3. And what about the third term? The denominator, of course, since it pertains to x2, is going to be x2 minus x0, x2 minus x1, x2 minus x3. And that is going to be multiplied by the corresponding y, which is 30. And what about the numerator? Numerator is simply going to be x minus except that x2, x minus x0, x minus x1 and x minus x3. So that gives you the third term. And of course the fourth term denominator is going to be constituted, because it pertains to x3, it is x3 minus x0, x3 minus x1, x3 minus x2. And in the numerator, what you are going to get? You are simply going to get x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x2, except x3, and that is going to be multiplied by 132, which is the corresponding y. So you have this particular formula for y. So this is true for any x. So therefore, if you want to seek x equal to 5, what is the value of y? It becomes very, very easy. But if you want to understand what exactly is the nature of the cubic polynomial, how exactly it looks, you can simplify and get the cubic polynomial. So that concludes one more typical Lagrange interpolation situation. At the most, you may get the 4 set of coordinates. That means you are going to fit a cubic polynomial. And if you are lucky, you may get a quadratic polynomial, in which case you may have to get the polynomial also find the value. But if you are asked to find just the value, don't spend any effort trying to simplify and get the polynomial. Just in the same mathematical structure, substitute for x so that you end up with the value of y. So let's move on and look at more discussions. Well, engineering and math are absolutely inseparable. We interventions day in and day out try our level best to make math as simple as possible and also of great practical value to every aspiring engineer. Do you want us to reach the masses? Please like us, share and subscribe. Do not forget to turn on the bell icon.